and maybe even put it on an A car. I don't know. All right, so I'm in the number 4 out of 14. And it's quite possible that I will be dead last on this field. We'll see, though. Hopefully I'm not the worst road racer in the field. But if I am, that's okay. 25 clean laps, that's the mission. I just did 7 clean in practice. Have to find out as this race goes along where I can possibly gain a little time. I already kind of messed up the inner loop a little bit. I think that shows pretty conclusively, though, that there are certain corners where the tires, I think, seem to really matter a whole lot. And so part of the reason why my lap time was so low in practice there at the end was I was fighting with those worn tires. Now that they're fresh, this back section of the course is really coming in a lot quicker, it seems like. So that's encouraging. It's a half second better than my optimal time through there, which is going to put me closer to the 2-minute range. Yeah. If I can get down in the 159s, that's actually kind of respectable. So take it easy on this warm-up lap. Just work some heat into the tires and then really unload it on lap 1. And you know, hopefully I've learned enough that I've got something pretty quick here. We'll see. That's more than I wanted to cook the tires on the warm-up lap. Oh well. I don't think I flat spotted him, at least. Corner exit speed, I think, is where I'm going to be gaining most of my time. And maybe some on the braking points. But it really seems to be that I'm still not getting as aggressive as I need to be on corner exit. What's up, Nicaraguan? How's it going, man? Taking another shot at Watkins Glen here. Yep, I hit the 100. So after doing a couple races, I'll log off and go mess around with my paints and get that car set up. And then that will be... I'll probably just take this one that I already did with the Twitch stuff and add everyone's names and do a little bit nicer logo. But I might do something completely different.
It'll be nice and smooth here on this first 1 and 2 turn here on the first lap.
I have not tried the trucks yet this week. I heard that they were at the Milwaukee Mile, though, so that sounds pretty fun. If they're loose, that's good. I like them loose. Trucks are usually super pushy tight. So messed up turn 1 on this lap already. Did okay through the S's, and I'm carrying decent speed as we come down towards the inner loop. On the brakes, clipping curbs. Decent. Just holding through turn 5. Into turn 6, hold it right down to the inside. Got to Hook up the exit. Terrible through turn 7 there, just way too slow. And I think I was cutting it too far to the inside. Too much power, too much wheel, got a little bit too loose through 8. Holding through 9. About a half second off of my optimal right now. Let's just connect turn 10 and 11, these last 2 corners to this lap. And we'll see where it lands. That's going to be in the 2s. All right, or in the 0s.
2 minutes 1.
However you want to. Yep, 2:01. And again, a terrible turn 1. Starting this lap already a half second off of the optimal time. So I'm leaving a half second on the table with this lap already. And here we go, braking down into the inner loop. There we go, take the bus stop, boom, boom. Clip those curbs. Didn't get too loose coming off there. That little wiggle though did cost me a little bit of time. I'm already 7/10 off of my optimal now. And my optimal did get better last lap, so tracking pretty closely, I think, with what last lap was. Uh-oh. And there's an off track, so that threw it away. Haven't been able to race in the last 6 days. Had 30 minutes, so I hopped into Pickup Cup real fast. Oh, Pickup Cup. Yeah, the trucks in Pickup Cup are not the same trucks that are in C-Fixed. So those can be looser, I think. Oh, goodness me. Well, there are only 4 that have logged a time, and I am not the... I need to stop doing these off tracks. I'm not the slowest, but I'm also well back still of what the fast guys are. They're in the one... Robert Esterson, 155? How is that possible? How is he running a 155? You guys see that qualifying time? Nice lap, Robin.
Chucker, right? That's 4. All right.
I have no idea. No, you didn't distract me. That was all me. I messed that up on my own. How did this guy... I'm gonna see if I can watch some of his onboard and see if I can figure out what he's doing that I'm not. This guy is 6 seconds quicker than I am. Okay, that sounds like third gear. He's feathering it through there. A little bit of a lift there. There's 4th. Coming down here, where does he brake? 600, 500. Okay. So, later braking point, he is right on the inside there. Picks it up off. Down to second again, right to the curbing. And then picks it up off. I think he's exiting earlier than I am. Alright. So I start 5th. That'd be cool to get a top 5.
1 to go.
I don't think it's likely, but it'd
Go real fast on.
Get those
be
tires
cool if I can
down
hold
here.
on to that.
Good start.
Yeah, good luck everyone.
Right
Have fun.
side on the restart. Closed.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, Pickup Cup is a wreck fest, but at least it doesn't count against your safety rating, so it's all for fun.
So I'm guessing we have to pit, right?
Negative, you should not have to pit. It's really close, but you should be able to make it.
Alright, thank you. Wondering. They added that boot this week, so
Yeah, the boot's fun. I like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the C-Class trucks are tighter than the Pickup Cup ones. Like a lot tighter, but I don't know. I haven't run them this track this week. I just know that in general their handling characteristic tends to be tighter. I can't believe that time that Robin ran. So Robin is just gonna take off.
Hey, Jake and Max, I know you two are behind me.
And
I'm
win
taking
this
it easy
thing.
on the start, just FYI.
And
You're behind the 10.
yeah, it's a really long race. Robin's gonna be gone. If I can run consistently, I think
Line
I
up
should be
behind
able
the
to. That's right. Saving fuel just to make sure that I've got enough for the end. I think I should be able to get a top 5 out of this race with where my speed is, assuming that I don't make any huge mistakes and throw it away on my own. Yesterday I really hurt myself by burying it into one of the tire barriers, and it just killed the front end and took a ton off of my straightaway speed, and the lap times really suffered from that. I was running 205s when I should have been running 202s. But if I don't do that, if I keep it clean,
You're behind the 10.
with this small of a field, I might be able to go ahead and salvage a top 5, and get a top 5, which would be not great points, but decent, and
You're behind the 10.
good finish. 25 laps is a long time, though. But it's good practice. If I ever want to run the endurance racing series or something like that at some point, it's really good to have this practice running long range at the road courses. It's also
You're gonna
good
be lining up
practice
behind
for
the 10.
NIS Fixed, the 2 times a year that they hit the road courses, because those are longer races. And I was terrible at Sonoma and the Glen last year. I don't even know if I did the Glen, but I did do Sonoma, and I was not good at it. Saving as much fuel as I can on this warm-up lap, just to make sure if there's any
Get
chance,
behind
if
the
I,
back.
use up too much gas spinning my tires and stuff as I go around the track, I want to make sure that I've got enough to get to the finish.
Line up behind the 10.
It would have been tight yesterday. Alright, now I'm going to get downshifted and into the proper gear for the start.
All right, man. Just remember what our goals are for the day. Simple.
And the main thing is don't toss it away in turn 1 here.
Pace cars off.
That's the first challenge.
Green flag.
Get a good start. Probably should have started in first gear, actually. Up into third now. Braking.
Left side. Clear him. Left side. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Alright, so I've got 5th secured for now. There we go, brake markers, boom. Down into 2nd. All right, through turn 6 there. Holding 5th right now. That's pretty good. That's kind of mission accomplished. Wow. All right. Almost got 1 lap down. I've fallen well back of 4th, 3rd, and 2nd already. 1st is tearing away. But it's decent for lap 1. Just got to do 24 more of those.
2:07.86. Right side, clear. On your right.
Comes
Still
the
there.
3
Door.
through.
Still there. Clear.
Not going to fight him too hard. Gain 2 positions between turn 1 and the S's on this lap. He's from Canada. I expect him to be a better road racer than I am. Just having to take it easy, not kill my tires too much, not do that. I can't be losing the back end coming out of these corners like that. I gotta be more disciplined with my throttle usage and turn out a corner. So, 2 seconds slower than Ronald Williams on that lap.
2:01.857.
Way off. Gathered it back up though. Held my position. Already lost 1. Is that the 9 car that we lost? That's too bad. First of many, I'm sure. There will be some attrition in this thing. So, you know, right now running 6th. That's fine if one of these guys in the top 5 falls out. And I can get a top 5 finish, but I'm not going to count on that. If I can start figuring out where I can pick up more speed, I might start running them down. But for right now, it's just a matter of trying to get consistent times. Link my corners. And not make a fool of myself out here. But the opposite lock as I slid through that one. That's the kind of stuff that I need to do less of. That kills the tires and costs time. If I'm giving up time, I at least want to be doing it because I'm being easier on the tires than everyone else. .4 ahead of the 5, and then a second ahead of the 14.
0.502.
That's better. Got through the S's better that time. Still losing time to the 3. He's just quicker than me. He probably should have out-qualified me. I guess he must have messed it up. But he's definitely faster than me in the race. Substantially so. Decent through there, though. Trying to keep the wheels straighter through these corners. On corner exit. Oh, man. Uh-oh. That sounded like contact. 14, I think, turned the 5. 13's
not even a sorry.
Yep, that's what I thought. 14 turned to 5. 5 is not happy about it.
A lot better.
Whoa, really?
Next time I'll roll out the red carpet for you.
2 minutes 1.976.
Fancy.
That's not the way to make friends out there. You don't turn a guy and then say they should have let you through. Although, I don't know exactly what the situation is, if the 14 had the line and should have just been through or what. But, you know, this is a race. You can't expect that people are just going to wave you by every time. Better about my... I love that bus stop, man. That bus stop chicane is so much fun. When they first put that in, I remember thinking that, you know, and for a lot of years I thought, that's just a contrived thing, but it actually adds a whole lot of character to the track, and there's a lot of cool passing opportunities and good racing that happens over in that section. So in addition to making the track safer, it really enhanced the racing as well. Now the 13's close right up on my bumper. And he's come up from a ways back as well. He was one of the guys, I think, that didn't log a qualifying time. Already going to be a fifth of the way through this race. This is the 5th lap that we're completing here. So That is 5 complete. Got 20 to go.
2 minutes 2.633. 20 laps to go.
I do apologize that this isn't more entertaining, that I don't have better racing and I'm not up there with the front guys. I'm doing the best I can, just trying to learn road course racing. I hope to be getting better as the week goes on. My lap times have come down some, but they're still not up there to compete with the guys who are really good at it. And I still don't feel comfortable enough in, truly slinging this thing around for real speed. I'm just trying to drive it somewhat conservatively, keep it between the lines, and not push my luck on these corners. Keeping that 13 car behind me for now. Up the hill towards turn 8. Back on the gas, picking it up pretty good. Thirteen continues to take a look. Nothing there yet. Another lap down where I was able to keep him at bay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold him off for 19 laps or not. But if he starts overdriving it a little bit, he might make a mistake. He'll try to pressure me into a mistake. Hopefully, if he does make a mistake, it's not into my rear bumper.
2 minutes 2.38.
Slowed down too much there for turn 1. That time I connected the S's better. That's good. I think that's probably where he's most likely to gain on me. Look at Ronald in the 3. He ran down the 2 and got by him. 13 tried to pass me in the inner loop. That didn't work. Now he's going to try a crossover move. Out of 5. It's also not going to work. Into 6. Held him off for now. Really important to, try to make your moves in actual passing zones on this track. There are some parts of the track that are definitely better for passing than others. Where the 13 was trying to pass there, or the way that he was trying to pass, is not high percentage for sure. Yeah, don't forget to take the Joker lap, right? "14 took his Joker lap into the back bumper of the 5. Five is none too happy about it. It'd be interesting if the 5 is able to catch back up to the 14. What would happen there? I don't know. He's pretty far back right now, but there's a long race. Could definitely catch him. A little bit slow on the entry into turn 3 there, but turn 4 was hooked up nicely. I'm able to pull away a little bit. Let him get right to my bumper there in the inner loop. He's really trying to make his gains on corner entry, but I keep, you know, going smoothly through the center,
Right side.
and I'm able to get him on
Clear,
corner
clear.
exit. Looking again. I guess I left a little bit of the door open for him there. But you see how in order to try to pass, he's got to go off of the preferred line. But he's really beating me under braking, it seems like. I may be slowing down too much for these corners or braking too early, but whatever it is, that's where he's pulling it in and closing right up to my bumper. Hopefully he is overdriving it and he'll use up his tires. Looked like I got loose a little bit there, but I think he got loose too. So here we go.
Minute 2.293.
202 with 8-lap-old tires. That's actually not too bad. Good that he doesn't try to do it through the S's. That would just be bad for everyone involved, I think. Got through the inner loop a little bit better. He's got the 14 to contend with now, and the 14's already shown he's not afraid to use the bumper. The 13 followed me in there as I overdrove it. All good. No harm, no foul. I overdrove the corner and he just kind of followed me in there. A little bit too hard. It up there. I've lost 20 seconds to the top 5 over the course of this race already. That's a lot.
2 minutes.
That's what's going to happen. I'm consistently like 2 seconds slower than they are. But fortunately, my lap times, like I said, at least they're consistent. And consistency is a big part of it. I need to be more consistent with them. I keep making little mistakes throughout. But there we go. Again, getting better, I think, through the S's than I have been.
On your right. Clear.
I'm messing up something with how I do the inner loop, clearly, because he's able to get to my bumper again there. I don't know if he's overdriving it or if I'm really underdriving it by that much. And now the 14 was able to get through by him. So then I'm going to have the 14 on my bumper. I'm actually gaining on the 2. Wonder if he's got some damage. But if I'm able to catch him for 5th, that'd be pretty nice. 18 seconds is a lot. But if he's got damage and he's truly slower than me over the duration of the lap, there's a lot of race left. So it would be possible to eat into that lead there. It's 18.7, 18.8.
2 minute 2.023.
2:02.0 on that lap, which is, again, you know, the tires are wearing out. But my lap times are similar to what they were on new tires. That's actually faster than what they were on new tires yesterday. Lost a second through the S's to the 2. I wonder if he just had a mistake on that lap, and that's why I closed in. Because now he seems to be pulling away again. Or maybe not. It's really hard, that relative tracker, seeing where I am versus him on the track, but I should stop worrying about the stopwatch right now and just worry about laying down good lap time. Just hitting my marks and driving smoothly. The lap time will take care of itself if I do that. Smooth up off the corner. Into first gear again. Through turn 8. 14 has closed right to my bumper. Now he's looking inside, looking.
Clear him.
Couldn't hook up the rear tires. Still hasn't been able to hook up those rear tires yet. He's really looking like he wants to dive bomb turn 1.
2
Not so much.
4.69.
13 got by.
Clear.
13 got by both of us. I overdrove it.
Sorry.
Yeah, no harm, no foul. Sucks that we got the 4X for that.
Still there.
Now the 7's getting aggressive on the outside here. Not
Clear.
gonna work.
That's a good job. Right side. Still there. Clear.
So I let both of them through. That's too bad. But all those guys have been faster than me. They closed up on me, honestly, so now I can follow them and see what they're doing and try to get back by. That was a good lap for the 13 there. He gained 3 spots. 2 spots. He was running 8th, and now he's running 6th.
Minute 4.734.
Up the S's again. I'm still losing a ton of time in the S's. I thought he was going to get a course cutting there. his position though. Gotten sloppy again. Need to pull it back. Stop driving over my head. Thirteen's pulling away. The 7's pulling away. 13's really gotten away. Here's the 14 back on my tail again.
Minute 3.941. On your right. Looks clear, clear, clear.
All right. That's a fair pass. He's through. At least I can gain safety ratings still since I've only got that 4X. 5 cars gonna try to pull in as well. That would put me back to 10th. And I know that he wants to get to the back bumper of the 14 car. And I don't blame him, man. The 14's been really aggressive with that bumper all race long. At least he apologized when he hit me. Like he's overdriving it a bit now. Definitely. Ah, man. Flipped it and got an off track. Don't want any more X's.
2 minute 4.439.
I'm letting up too much going into 3, clearly. There's more speed to be had there. That's where I'm losing it. I just don't have the confidence to give it more, but I need to work up to that because I'm losing a ton of time right there. Just kind of manhandled it through the bus stop there. Oh, he slid wide. That's going to give me an opportunity to gain a bunch of time back on him. Right back to his bumper. And I've got position on corner exit here.
Left side. You're clear, clear.
He DQ'd himself. I'll take that. 14 just DQ'd himself. Well, that's karmic there. Unfortunately, those... Yeah, he was... Whatever.
2 minute 4.139. 10 to go at a time.
That's probably why he's in the 14. Is, you know, speed, but he doesn't have the sense to put it all together. You see that a lot. Yeah, he was overdriving at every corner. And I wasn't the only one that he ran into. He gave me 8X. Put a 4X on the 5. And then combine that with a couple of off tracks and stuff. And bye-bye. So that puts me back in 8th. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That was bad. Yeah, I hate that too. That was really bad.
Gonna have a car off to the right.
Uh-oh. The 13s had an issue.
Oh, in front of you guys. Go to the right.
Looks like I didn't bend a wheel. That's good. Just got a little cosmetic damage on it. Alright, I'll meet you guys there. That's my mama letting me know they're going for lunch, so I will be signing off after this race and go join them for some lunch. That'll be pretty good. Alright. 10 to go. 9 to go. 9 to go.
2 minutes 7.841.
Oh. This is hard work going around this road course, I tell you. Manhandling this beast. But I'm in 7th. I've had way too many incident points in this race. Just got to keep it clean for the final 9 laps. Coming up on 8 now. Uh-oh, the 7's had an issue now, too. It is a long race, and it's a long time to keep your... Uh-oh. Focus. As I just mess up again and lose 2 spots. Kudos to the 5. He had that early spin, and he has kept it together and driven back up to now a 7th place finish if he can hold it together, and he might even be able to get 6th depending on what the damage is like on that 7 car. Look at that lead that the
2 minutes 7.0.
Robin has in that one car. It's like it's over 25 seconds. That is just massive. Staying a half second back of the 13. I'm in striking distance if he makes a mistake. And he's going to pull away from me if I make mistakes like that. I just overcooked it through the inner loop. I do feel like that damage to the right front has hurt me. It just doesn't feel, I don't feel as good under braking, although the tires are definitely worn too, so that's playing into it. Being a little bit more careful on corner exit than I have been. First gear. 13's going to slide wide again, and I might be able to make a move on him. Right to his bumper.
On your
To
right.
the inside.
Still there.
That ought to be a position. Nope.
Clear, clear, clear.
He's able to hold it on the outside there. So I wasn't able to make the pass yet. 7 to go now.
2 minute 4.683. Left side. Clear, clear, clear.
Made the pass coming off of turn 1 into the S's. 2, 3, and 4. So I've got the 8th spot back for now. I wonder if I'm just taking the inner loop a little bit too conservatively. There's more slide out room that I could use there. I should be using all of that. Five seconds back of the 5 now. Remember when we thought we were going to catch the 2? Yeah, that didn't happen. Maybe if I had kept things together a little bit better and hadn't had any mistakes, that might have been achievable. So it's 6 seconds to the 5, and I do know that I'm suffering for the damage, so
5.069.
he's kept his car cleaner than mine, so I don't expect to be able to catch him. If I can just keep the 13 behind me at this point, that would be nice. And then, you know, obviously if anyone in front of me makes a mistake, I want to be able to capitalize on that. So we'll see. There will be 5 laps to go this time by. So that wasn't the right way through the inner loop. Clearly, I gave up a ton of time to the 13 there. Turn 6. Keeping it relatively even. Even gained a little bit on the 5 in turn 6 there. if I can hook my corners together consistently and never make mistakes, I do okay. The problem is that I'm not able to do that consistently, and these guys, particularly the 5, are making less mistakes than I am. Obviously, the 1 is just in another league. Seem to have put the 13 back behind me again. And I actually gained on the 5 that lap.
2 minutes 4.192. 5 to go this time.
Five laps to go. Wouldn't mind catching the 5 back up. Give him a race for that 7th spot. It's definitely more fun feeling like I can race against people than it was when I was just logging laps. It is a workout, man. All the way around this track, it's just hitting the rumble strips, back and forth, that bus stop chicane for sure, but shifting gears up, down, on the brakes. And then trying to, you know, in these corners where you get down to first gear, trying to get the power down without completely losing the back end.
Good job, bud. Train smooth. A few more.
Closing in again on the 5 though. Close it down to 5 seconds now. So I am beating him on some of these corners, and then he'll get me on the next one. So the gap is rubber banding a little bit. He might just be taking it super conservative, and you know, he's not chasing anyone down. So he's just trying to manage the gap back to me. It's 4.5 seconds now.
2 minutes 3.347.
Overcooked it into turn 1 that time. That'll cost me some time. Got to pick it back up. At least not lose it through the S's as well. He pulled it out by about a second there. Was able to close back. I think I got better corner exit speed coming out of the S's though. Definitely hooking the inner loop better than him. I think he is just trying to, he's risk averse right now. I'm trying to get everything I can out of the lap. I think that he's just taking a conservative approach, holding his spot. We'll see. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes if you focus too much on driving defensively, it can actually work against you. So, and again, you know, with a 5-second lead, I might not even be factoring into his thought process. I've got the 13 pretty well put out of my mind, and he's 2 seconds behind me, so. And just as I say that, the 5 is pulled out again to a 5.5-second lead. Pretty much lost all that time in turn 1. It was one corner, and then we went pretty similar through the rest of the lap. So, whoa. In case you were wondering whether I was trying. So it's up to 6 seconds now. Only 3 laps to go. That would be 2 seconds a lap.
2.75.
That's pretty much over unless he makes a big mistake.
Couple more.
At least I gained time through turn 1 where I had lost it last lap. And then lost a little bit of time through turn 3 in the S's. Turn 3 has been the bane of my existence. Held it through the inner loop okay. Things really jumpy loose now. His tires are worn. It's been almost a complete fuel run, and uh-oh. Did he lose it? He lost some time. That's for sure. I gained the 2 seconds that I need per lap on that one. Let's see if I can pick up a little bit more time. He knows that he can't just roll over. I'm at least keeping the pressure on him enough that he's got to try to drive, and that means that it's possible for him to make a mistake. Oh man, I just made a mistake there getting on the gas too much coming out of 9. And that gave him back about a second. So the gap is 5 seconds with 2 laps to go.
2 minute 4.472. White flag this time.
Lost a little bit of time through the S's. Gained a little bit back through the inner loop. It's going to be messed it up in turn 6 again, and that's going to do it for that. Now it's just a matter of staying in front of the leader so that I can get one more lap and preserve my 8th place.
Pit this time, pit this time. Let's get us a solid pit stop here, guys. Come on, let's do this shit right this time.
Not going to pit. Hopefully not going to lose a lap as well. Good job for Robin. He's managed to keep it clean the whole way.
Left side.
And he's going to go ahead
Clear,
and lap me.
clear.
But I'm going to get 8th place. Lost some safety rating. Lose a little bit of I rating, but I'll take that. And
Checker.
room for improvement, but that was an improvement over the last one for sure.
Good job.
I don't know if it's going to
Very
be
good
an
job.
improvement in the number of points that I get, but it's definitely improvement in terms of the finish.
Do it, guys, this one.
Hey, good race. Nice win, Robin. That was awesome stuff, man. I got a lot to learn from you. right. This is actually my cooldown lap, so I'm going to come around and put it in the pits. So disappointing that I gotta not ever toss it off in turn 6. I gotta be aware that danger that turn 6 is over there. And just make sure that I don't screw up like that anymore. Because that basically was where I lost this race. In terms of having a better finish was mistakes in turn 6. Alright, well, I hope that you guys,
Alright guys, turn your radios
enjoyed
off,
it.
make sure you save your batteries.
I am going to
Make
pop
sure the
out
batteries in the car,
and
radio batteries in the car.
grab
get
some
turned
lunch,
off.
but I'll be
Cut
back
the
on
master
later.
switch, all that stuff in the car.
And I'll be trying to get the 100 followers scheme done today, too. Let me see. I do want to get... I took a screenshot yesterday and then got rid of it, so coming out of turn 7 is a pretty good opportunity from TV1 to get a screenshot that looks pretty good. Right there. Cool. So save that. And yeah, smooth is the key word. Smooth but fast. I mean, I'm so much slower even when I'm driving smooth than everyone else. It's pretty incredible. Let's see. No new followers, but thank you to followers since last stream, Org Double J and SHR Gaming. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Gonna peep the results real quick here. 70 points, so a little bit more than my previous point total. Once again, if I get a top 5, you know, get a decent finish, it's worth much better. Look at that, man. But my best lap time's got to be better than this. Finished about where I should have, all honesty. Yeah, let's see, the number 14 DQ'd. He just ran into everyone. Lost 0.49 iRating, or SR. I lost 0.21 and 20 iRating. So that's it. Thank you guys. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate the support. Peace out.